Have you ever thought about how our ancestors, the older generation, met each other? It was totally organic. They met each other through community, neighbors, friends, work. It happened organically 100%. And now in year 2022, we have a choice: find our partner organically or to be online on those dating apps. Honestly, our technology and where it's gone today definitely gives us a horizon to meet people all around the world and to share ourselves in ways that we couldn't before. But there's also the dark side of this. Because we are sharing our vulnerable self through the data, and sharing it through the data is instantly in another person's phone, right? These photos, these messages, it's in another person's phone. And with this, there could be moments where things turn south. There could be moments where you want to step away from the relationship as it's not making you happy anymore. It's not what you thought you wanted. It's not what you thought you believed it was. In a healthy manner, you want to let it go. However, though, some people can react very I don't know what the word would be, but the first word that came to my mind is desperately wanting to hold on to you or wanting something from you. They use these photos, your private photos, against. If this situation has happened to you, how did you handle it, my friend? And if you're going through this situation, 3 ways you can handle this. You go to the authorities. You give every details you have about this person. Have the authorities take over and prosecute this person. 2. If it's out of your control, surrender to the possibilities that your friends and family might see this. Forgive yourself for not knowing better. Forgive yourself for not knowing better. As soon as you forgive yourself, the faster you can come to terms with the situation. 3. Share what's happening in your circle of people. Tell your friends and family. Gosh, it will be so hard to share. There is so much shame to be felt in this situation. This is our modern day dating. This can happen to anyone, though it is very confronting for oneself to have friends, family see these photos of ourselves. But if it's not within our control, and to really take back what we gave away, is to really expose it yourself. Instead of letting someone else do it for you by threatening you, take it back, exposing it yourself. And when you expose yourself, in a way, you save yourself your dignity instead of letting the other person destroy it. I wish this experience on no one. Truthfully, heart sink me, world rock. But if it is happening to you, and if you're going through this, I want you to know, don't feel like you are unworthy from this moment on because of this situation. You really are not. This is now a common thing that happens within our society. We just don't speak about it because it's seemingly a taboo. It's a taboo to be sending sexual photos of ourselves around. But to be honest, we are all doing it somewhere to someone in a part of our life because we love someone, and sometimes we want to spice things up, and we do this out of that expression of love and desire. And I don't feel like it is a shameful thing at all, but it does feel like the end of the world when you think about, hey, what if it's sent to my friends, my family, my colleagues, whatever it is the threat is. It is shameful, really. There are ways around it that opens up yourself. In this situation, we live and we learn. And the best thing we can do is really be a better person and hope that the other person will make the better choice. But if you really want to react on fear, feed this fear and submit to their intentions, at the end of the day, you're caging yourself by not exposing yourself. It's a really interesting thing to see in that perspective. The moment that you be like, oh no, don't do this, I will do anything, don't do this, that's the moment you give away your freedom, your power. But as soon as you go, you know what, you do what you gotta do. I hope this makes you feel some sort of joy and happy out of it. But honestly, I'm not going to let this affect my life. In fact, this situation will only make my life, myself, stronger and wiser. So thank you for this lesson. And when you see it in that perspective, you have freed yourself. You have taken your power back and you have freed yourself from this situation. In moments, it's really hard to see that, but once you do see it, you get through it. You realize, wow, actually, this has made me a stronger person. This has made me confront my courage, confront my bravery, stand upon my dignity, really build up the self when you go through such hardship. Because every hard lesson makes us grow. Really, the best thing that we can do for ourselves in this situation is to make peace with it. To make peace with it, let it go. If you don't want a surprise around your family and friends, you let them know the situation and the possible images that they might receive. You let them know. And with this, you feel at a moment a lot of grief because, you know, someone is hurting you to this extent. You see the rainbow and see through, wow. Be proud of yourself. You stood your ground. You were brave and you held your courage. You handled it. You handled it and you survived it. So you are strong. So strong. Stronger than you ever know. And this will only make you stronger as you go through other situations in life that might come your way. If you would like to share your story, my friend, if you're going through this situation, we will see the light. We will see the light, and I hope that I can help you see the light. You know, honestly, I have personally gone through this myself. I was so in love with this person, I trusted this person so much, and we got creative and we did things together, and one part of it was to share private photos of ourselves. It wasn't that bad, you know. Well, at that time I thought it was bad, but it gets worse many years later.